This is the first city we visited. It's called Bundoran. Bundoran is a tourist seaside resort, and tourism has been at the heart of the local economy since the 18th century. Bundoran is a surfing destination and was listed by the National Geographic magazine as one of the world's top 20 surf towns. This town is mostly bed and breakfast, but you can also find arcades. It was a very lovely town. We decided to walk to the end of the cliff, and it was very worth it as we could take some pictures. This is where we were. The mom enjoyed baking and had to decorate the cake, so we helped her creating flowers. It was very interesting as it was my first time doing it. Then we had a shopping day. Their malls are much smaller than French one, and this was our correspondent favorite store. Then we had a snack. We spent a lot of time in Ballyshannon as it was the town where we lived. It is said to be Ireland's oldest town with plenty of characters in its historical old street. This is the River Erne, and we could see ships on the tide sometimes. Because it is a small town, this store had everything in it. There's benches on the side, and we talked while watching the pretty landscape. It was a spot that my correspondent and friends were staying a lot. We decided to bake brookies for our family, and even the dad with a sweet tooth loved it. Then we went on a hike. There's a lot of nature everywhere in Ireland. It is easy to hike or go on a walk regularly. The weather wasn't perfect, but the atmosphere was very pleasant. As the name suggests, Castlebone is a castle or stone-built ring fort dating to the early medieval period. We weren't lucky enough because the next day we were on red zone due to the weather. When it wasn't windy anymore, we came to visit Enniskillen Castle. Sadly, it was closed, so we went back to the car soon after. This is Donegal. From the 5th until the early 17th century, Donegal was the capital of Tyrannical, a Gaelic kingdom. It is something special that I was surprised is that they have so many different cards for every occasion. We brought some gifts for family back home. We went on another hike with the mom and friends close to Grange and Ross University. We were able to see some ships of different colors. It was super windy, so it was hard to film, but the landscape was breathtaking. Mary decided to make some crepes to show our own culture. And then with the mom, again, we decided to bake. We told her at the beginning that we loved cinnamon buns, so we decided to bake some with her. They were delicious, and I'm so excited to bake them again in France. In this part of Ireland, there's a lot of lakes, and during the summer you can rent a boat and visit different islands. This is also Castle Codwell, that lies in the Castle Codwell Forest Park, a natural reserve on a small peninsula. Due to the weather, we couldn't visit it, but it's usually very accessible. Then with the mom, we again baked. This time we cooked some pizza, and then this is the result, and they were delicious. On our last weekend, we visited Derry, which is situated in Northern Ireland. Derry is the only remaining city in Ireland with completely intact city walls, some of the finest in Europe. We walked following the wall around the inner city. As I was learning about the Apprentice Boys and Derry during history class, it was very captivating and interesting to see in real life where everything happened years ago. For the last night out together, we did one of our favorite activity during this month. We baked some cupcakes and then we all decorate them. To conclude, every Irish family is different, but mine loved practicing sport, enjoying some time with friends, spending time outside, and of course baking or cooking.
Hello, today I'm going to tell you about the extracurricular activities I did in Ireland during my Erasmus Mobility. The first week on Wednesday, we were very tired after the journey, so we watched a film to relax. On Thursday and Friday, we didn't have school because of the bad weather. However, it wasn't as bad as expected, so we went for a short walk in Ballyshannon and had tea time at a small poetry cafe, which was very charming. On Friday, we visited Durant, a small town a bit bigger than Ballyshannon. We walked around the town and along the beach, which was absolutely stunning. Later, we played games at the amusement park. It was really fun. In the evening, our host taught us how to decorate cakes and bake scones, which are a traditional Irish snack. Over the weekend, we went shopping in Sligo, an RBCG. The second week, we took part in this class as our correspondent. It was a great moment because we learned new English words while having fun. We also paid for it, and we went out with our correspondent. It helps us feel more integrated. On Sunday, we went hiking in the Ben mountain. The landscapes were breathtaking. On one side we saw mountains and forests, and on the other side the sea and green plains. It felt so good to breathe fresh and unpolluted air. The third week we went back to the fitness class, and I made crepe for the host family because I wanted them to try a French dish. Unfortunately, on Friday, there was a big storm. We had no electricity and were stuck inside all days because it was too dangerous to go out. During the weekend, we visited Enniskillen in Northern Ireland, where our host's grandparents live. We did some shopping at Dune's store, an Irish shop. Then we walked around Enniskillen Castle, although it was closed. And we ate at a restaurant where I tried the famous garlic cubes. They were delicious. The last week, on Wednesday, we went to Donegal to buy some souvenirs. We also tried a traditional Irish breakfast and visited the town. Later, our host showed us how to cook honey chicken, a dish Sally and I loved and always asked for, as well as cinnamon rolls, her specialty, red velvet cupcake, and banoffee pie. On Sunday, we went hiking again, this time in Jarmuid. We saw the damage caused by the storm. Many trees had fallen, and it was quite impressive. And the mother told us a lot of fun facts, anecdotes, myths, and superstitions like the Granny Cave. Finally, on our last day, we visited Derry in Northern Ireland. I was really excited because I had watched the series Derry Girls before. We walked around the city, explored the historic walls built during the conflict between Northern and Southern Ireland, and did some shopping. Thank you.